Our next story profiles two rivals, women who grew up playing volleyball and battling each other in tournaments all over Europe. They never dreamed they'd end up on the same team or that their skills would take them out of the arena and onto the sand volleyball court. Taylor Tenenbaum shows us how FSU turned these bitter rivals into sand volleyball stars and friends.
This time last year at Florida State, sand was spread for the first time. Fresh nets were hung, new balls unwrapped. But these weren't the only new additions to the first-year sand volleyball program. Indoor volleyball standouts Marija Milosavljevic and Fatma Yildirim made the transition from the hardwood to the sand. The best friends do everything together, and this was no exception. Side by side, they conquered the sandy struggle and helped push the program to a third-place national title. But the two Seminoles weren't always playing for the same team. Their relationship dates much further back and stretches much farther away than Tallahassee, Florida.
I played for national team of Serbia and she played for national team of Turkey. I remember every single tournament we played against them. I remember at one European championship we played for the third place. They won. Yeah. I remember my coach was yelling at, she was good at that time too, I mean, yeah. And my coach was yelling, "Watch Fatma, 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 Fatma." Like, who is Fatma?
Sophomore year, Marija transferred from Tulane University. Her sharp skills and intensity caught the attention of the Florida State coaching staff. The volleyball warrior from Serbia would join her Turkish rival as teammates on the same side of the net.
At first, I didn't know that she was here. I knew she was somewhere in the US, but then I figured out, oh, she's here. I guess like they might be good because she was good in national team. So I think it was easier for me like to communicate with her than other players because I already kind of knew her. But we actually didn't get close till my junior year, right? Yeah. We would kind of like hang out, but not that much.
Whenever I first saw her, after a couple months, I was like, why is she always so serious?
We went to Starbucks, we started talking about like some life. Yeah, about life, and they were like, oh, she's such a European.
That cup of coffee sparked what is now a tight alliance. But that alliance extends much deeper than just teammates and best friends. When their uniforms are hung up, the duo slips into a different type of battle gear, taking on a role involving less spikes and digs and more chops and kicks.
I like ninjas in high school because it's like, for me, just like something that has like complete like strength with mind and body. So I liked it, like I like the concept of ninja.
Marija has always been a self-proclaimed ninja. She recruited Fatma, and together they are the team's ninja warriors.
You were just born with it, and I'm a master ninja, so I saw the talent, I recruited her, I trained her for a couple of weeks. Yeah, it didn't take long, so she became ninja too.
You know, Marija will be like, "Go ninja!" Like they just have like owned this whole like warrior thing, and I love it. I think it's so appropriate for our sport.
Whether dressed in garnet and gold or in their ninja gear, they are always ready for battle. So it's no surprise that when sand volleyball began last year, the Warriors embarked on the foreign mission together. They were raised as strictly indoor players, so playing on the sandy terrain was a first for both of them.
It was quite a tough transition at first because you need like at least 4 weeks for your legs to get used to sand so you can actually jump.
Well, it was quite a challenge. I remember like somebody would set me the ball, I was like, okay, I'm gonna nail it down, then I jumped this high, I'm like, what is this?
They fell so hard for sand volleyball, literally and figuratively, that they're back for round 2 this season. The distance from home has brought them closer together. Their cultural similarities are what make the two especially compatible.
You know, like that one person you can always count on, and like whenever you're down, like she'll bring you up, like she will make you feel better. And like I don't really have to say anything, like I would look at her and be like, I know what you're thinking and thank you.
Before these Warriors part way with Florida State, they have a sand volleyball national title to capture. You can be sure Fatma and Marija won't go down without putting up a good fight. For Seminole Sports Magazine, I'm Taylor Tenenbaum.
With their volleyball skills and warrior personas combined, the women are ready to crush the competition for their second and final season in the sand. They're currently in Los Angeles to kick off play against the University of Southern California and La Jolla Marymount University.